Could we see Meghan and Harry at King Charles's coronation? So their spokesperson confirmed they did receive an email invite, but have not disclosed if they will attend or not. Charles and his wife, Camilla, will be crowned King and Queen Consort on May 6th at Westminster Abbey. Now, the palace said that the coronation will be a solemn religious service, as well as a celebration, but some royal experts say it will be more subdued than the one his late mother experienced. Erica, you've been covering more Harry and Meghan. I was going to say like the whole thing, but more Harry and Meghan's perspective with their docuseries. Do you think they're going to attend?
I don't know. Like, I really don't. And it's like, it's one of those things where it feels so big. There's so many dynamics involved. But really, we've all been invited to a wedding that, like, we didn't know if we were going to get invited to or not. And now that they've made that first move, you're like, man, now I kind of got to go to this wedding because now the ball's in my court.
Do you think there'd be backlash if they don't go? I mean, if they do go.
I think there's either way. They're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't.
That's true.
So.
And Tori, you have an interesting collective background of covering the royal wedding and covering the Meghan docuseries with Erica.
Thank you for bringing back my extensive knowledge of these people. No, I do want to say this. I don't think they're going to go. I think they made it clear if there's not a public apology, then no, they're not going to go. My opinion is they're going to politely decline. Also, an evite. They didn't even get like a coronation invite. They got it on an email.
Yeah, but isn't he's into King Charles very environmentalist?
Eco,
and
you're
he
right.
Doesn't want to waste trees.
He probably. You're absolutely right. That could be it. The second thing I want to say is this: well, now I got all stuck in the trees. You go.
I would expect there to be like a town crier or something.
Yeah,
as
old
an
school.
invite.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. The reason it's not going to be as joyous as Queen Elizabeth is no one's coming. No one's performing. We have the Spice Girls canceled. We got Elton John said no. We got Harry Styles said no. Adele said no. Hello? No. All these people said no, and his approval ratings stink. No one likes this guy. He's not being great adding Prince Andrew to Frogmore Cottage, even though maybe he's inviting them back at some point. He's not making great decisions, I think, for his PR.
We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so the Victoria's Secret fashion show is back after a 4-year break. The show was canceled in 2019 after sales dropped and the brand was criticized for only hiring skinny models back in the day. Now, the shows were broadcast on TV and featured superstars like Taylor Swift, and since then, the brand has revamped its marketing to be more inclusive of all backgrounds and body shapes. The company said we can expect to see a new version of the fashion show later this year.
You just smell the meetings. Like there's no, I'm just saying you can just smell the meetings.
I agree with Al on this. It feels desperate.
Of corporate. This doesn't.
Yeah, we're hip and cool now too.
Of all the things that have ever changed my ideology, it hasn't been really me looking at a YouTube guru or something. Erica put me aside and be like, I'll think about what you just said there and be like, oh, okay. There's an organic response to how human beings do when they feel like they've done something wrong. This just smacks of capitalism. We tried to sell underwear to exclusively thin women. That got backlash. So here, we got picked from the models you guys want. Here they are. It just doesn't seem like they've rebranded their thought process.
Right.
It just feels weird. It's like, I don't know, maybe they just need to get rid of that brand.
Yeah.
Because I think they are what they are. Same with Abercrombie and Fitch. Even though I heard they have rebranded some of their stuff, and somebody was telling me their new jeans fit them great. So maybe these companies are learning 10 years later that you should understand that there's a collective group of people that want to buy your product.
Yeah, Victoria's Secret is we're not buying that.
I thought you were, yeah. No, what do you think about like what Al just said?
I agree with everything he says. It stinks of desperation. It stinks of, oh, let me get on the bandwagon. They don't seem to have a platform that's reaching out about this to make it more inclusive in any way. They're just leaning into peer pressure. But and they have a bad rap from the 90s that I know a lot of us feel where it was stick thin or nothing.
People involved?
I wish
Didn't they hire new creative directors?
And they did kick out other people.
Right.
Yeah.
So what if these new creative directors really sincerely want to change a brand that they thought was faulty?
Maybe change the name.
I believe that is the case. If you watch the 3-part documentary, the last part has Sam in it.
That's true.
She's teeing up this story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the most exciting part. Like 11 o'clock, I'm like, Sam! Like, I don't see you every day.
Sam never mentioned this.
Yes. So it's very exciting. DBL is on there. It's very exciting. Anyway, back to the story. I do think that you're right. I think that they have completely changed over. They have new ideas, new people, new faces, and all those things. But the issue is, for generations, you had these brands who firmly believed that they didn't have to bend to the pressure of the greater society because they were not going to be taken out. And then you had these more inclusive brands that came in, and they really started chipping away at their market value. And for now, there's loyalty to other brands. There's loyalty to the people who saw us first. So I think it's going to happen, but it's going to be an uphill battle.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it might be too little too late. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and just quickly, I would change the name. I just think the name is makes me think of thin people.
Okay. All right. Let's get to a really juicy story that Jeff and I have been texting back and forth about since Friday. So some stars of the reality show Vanderpump Rules are involved in a big cheating scandal. So there's Tom Sandoval, okay? He's been dating Ariana for 9 years. Now, over the weekend, rumors started swirling that he was cheating on her with fellow castmate Raquel. Turns out the rumors are true. TMZ broke the news of Tom and Ariana's split last week, and over the weekend, Tom issued an apology on Instagram. Now, in it, he asked his fans to take their anger out on him, but to leave his friends, family, and restaurant business partner, Tom Schwartz, out of it. He also said that while his restaurant, Schwartz and Sandy's, has his name on it, there are 3 other partners, 20 employees who rely on it for income. Tom also did not mention his ex, Ariana, in his apology. Now, when I sent you when this broke and I got a notification, I sent it to Jeff right away. You wrote back you didn't believe it.
I thought it was propaganda. Yeah, but now I'm all in. I went down the rabbit hole. We started texting. I even popped a beer, and I'm like, let's get into this. I was going to a concert, so it all went hand in hand. But I went down the rabbit hole. Full disclosure, I'm a big guilty pleasure fan of Vanderpump Rules. Also, Below Deck is one of my favorites. But yeah, I love just like nonsense TV, and now this is just getting to be nonsense, but I'm here for it.
And do you know what makes this different than I feel like any other franchise is the castmates are so sincerely ticked off that they're all going to their Instagrams in real time, commenting on it and showing us the tea.
Whoa.
Literally.
So tell us what the tea is, because I heard that Raquel's name isn't even Raquel, it's Rachel.
Raquel is not Raquel. Raquel is Rachel. First of all, fans are now going back to the first 4 episodes of this season to see if there was some red flags between Tom and Raquel/Rachel. I have 3 exhibits. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. They both have matching necklaces, a lightning bolt. They both wear them at all times. Yep. Exhibit number 2.
That's bad.
Number 2. B. Exhibit B.
They have the same hair.
No. He dressed up like her for BravoCon.
That's her.
That's her.
I would just be offended.
Okay. And Exhibit C. He has a band. She has gone to every single one of his shows. Every single one, dancing right next to Ariana, who's supposed to be her best friend. That's where this all gets like icky.
That last one is questionable because I hear the band ain't great. So why is she going to every single one?
Well, it's kind of a cover. Well, it is a cover band, right? So if I was in LA, this is kind of a big thing in LA. I would definitely go see them because I'm a fan of the show and cover bands. But I just saw something on TMZ now. Now, just take this with a grain of salt. That a porn site, wants to air the next 12 concerts that Tom's supposed to do on the road because he doesn't think the fanfare is going to be great, right? Him cheating on his girlfriend. So they're offering him upwards of like $500,000 to stream it on their website.
Whoa. You should take it because I feel like a lot of people are going to start boycotting the Toms. I really do.
It just gets juicier.
It's juicy because
why both the Toms? It was only one Tom.
Schwartz, right? He didn't do anything.
Schwartz allegedly hooked up with the same Raquel/Rachel.
What?
And they're best friends. But he just got divorced from Katie Maloney, and Katie Maloney is also friends with Raquel/Rachel.
Aren't they all friends, though?
But Ariana and Raquel/Rachel are really close friends, Erica. And Raquel/Rachel has been sleeping in her house. When Ariana goes to bed, has been sneaking into Sandoval's.
I don't know what any of this means, but I think, and there's a lot of people that don't watch the show that feels like this,
Yeah.
but I will say this.
It's horrific.
I do want to see if this backs up my principle that getting canceled, if Tom does, air quotes, get canceled by some of the fans, if it ends up working out for him, because my theory is always this: anytime half the people or even 80% of people are like, we're done with you, the 20 that stick with you, stick by you. They buy your merch. They go see your band. Anybody that relates to him, I'm telling you, it might help. It might bring a smaller but more loyal fan base.
We shall see. What if Raquel's on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh my
So
word!
mad. All right, let's talk about.
She could get on Dancing with the Stars?
You never know.
Huh.
The Girl Scouts. Let's talk about the Girl Scouts. They're upset that their newest cookie has hit the resale market. The Raspberry Rally cookie. It's supposed to be so good. Was only sold online and quickly sold out. Now boxes of the cookie are appearing on eBay for a huge markup. A box normally sells for $5 or $6, but eBay has one listed for $40. Or you can get your hands on 20 boxes for $450. That's a 350% increase. Now the Girl Scouts organization said they're disappointed because the resale are trading off the Girl Scouts name, but the Scouts aren't seeing any of the money.
Why can't they sue?
The Scouts, who would sue? The Scouts don't see that money anyway.
Yeah, they do.
Did you read that? Did you hear the text that Sam just read? You just hear markup, increase, products. That should be in an internal company document, because that's what this is. This is a corporation that sells cookies and sends little girls out into the city to do it.
No. They also
if there was any other product on this planet
they raise
that a little girl,
strong women in
was a
the
former
woods.
Scout.
that doesn't
On
make
my
it
honor,
right.
I will try.
Yes. Okay.
Money
Erica,
was spent to teach her.
Money
how
was spent to teach her?
from the Girl
And
Scouts.
what did she take?
Classrooms,
Canoeing?
teachers, scout leaders.
I did.
She could go to the woods and make
And
knots.
what do you do
She had
now?
to
Do
make
you do any of those
knots.
things for a profession?
I can kayak.
Yes, whenever that comes up next. Anytime, as somebody that started his career as a young comic, anytime the booker's not trying to pay you, they start telling you about all the other stuff they have. They're like, hey, what's the pay? There's a waterfall in the hotel. Yeah, that's what people that are not paying you say. They start talking about women empowerment and canoeing and mountain climbing. Where's the money? Because all I heard on that was about spreadsheets and increases in profits and negative.
You have to fund those things, those trips that Erica went on.
You
With
have to-
what?
With what?
With the
Nature.
Girl
You get a
Scouts.
canoe and you head on out there. You don't need the Girl Scouts.
Scout in front of you.
And I was always the top cookie seller.
I bet you
Yes.
were. I bet you were.
Yes.
What percentage did you take home from that?
I got a badge.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's literally an illegal practice. If
It is not.
If I had little kids working for me and you came over to my house and there were just some kids digging a ditch in my front yard.
They're raising money
And you
for
said, how much are you paying them? I said, I'm teaching them responsibility. You'd be cool with that?
That's fine. Yes.
We're on to you, Girl Scouts. Where's the money? I saw New Jack City.
Not New Jack City.
Yes.
He said New Jack City. He compared it.